Nothing. But into a person tempted down.
Hey, my name's Matt, aka Londard Axel. I served a lot of years as an airborne infantryman, and I've worn a lot of body armor, RBA, IBA, IOTV, and I got to dabble with the SPCS, I believe it was called, shortly before I was medically retired. That being said, we all know the difference between body armor and plate carriers. Body armor, more protection, less maneuverability. Plate carriers, more maneuverability, in theory, less protection because you don't have all that, smaller caliber, soft armor in there. That's my setup right there. As of right now, I got a few more things coming for it, but we're dealing with the whites today. Today, we are actually going to be assembling hers for the most part from scratch. We have the Agilite. This is all Agilite anyways, minus the helmet. The helmet is actually US Night Vision. But this is the map, the Modular Assault Panel by Agilite, going on the K19. I chose the K19 just because a little more padding, little bit more everything that I was looking for personally in it. Looking at the map pack, small assault pack that you don't have to take off, but it is easily removable for the most part. Pretty big pack, lots of features built into this. We'll get more into that here in a little bit, but first things first. If you know Agilite, just like with their K19, and I've already taken them out of here, but the extra buckles for the K19 were in here. The extra retention straps for the map pack was right here. We'll get more into that in a second, but we're going to show you some quick and easy tricks to set this up. Some stuff that I've learned throughout the years. One of my favorite tools to use is actually a upholstery tool. I had to buy a new one. I couldn't find my old one. Been a while since I've had to set up some gear. Had to buy a new one. Got this real cheap off of Amazon. But this, especially when you get into the tighter molly setups, like right here, you can actually work them out a little bit, like so, and then be able to weave that in there easily, or just get it started more easily. And there you go. But I'm going to reset this camera, get it set up in a different field of view, and then we will go into actually setting this up. I did get the 3-liter Sappy tactical hydration bladder, which I love the fact that they were able to integrate a 3-liter bladder into here without really adding much bulk. One thing that we've seen in the past with some companies is they make an overly complicated setup to be able to use, or a proprietary setup to be able to use. Agilite has made this to where you could use this on just about anything that has molly. So the fact that this is new, I'm just going to get down in here. These are really tight. I mean, if you look over here, they're not that bad, but I'm going to open these up a little bit, make sure they're started. And this helps when it really gets to the tighter stuff, like I demonstrated a little bit ago with the dual mag carriers. But push that through. Push that through like so. And then there you go. Then all you're going to have to do is get this all the way through and give it a twist, and it's going to lock it. No buttons, no buckles, nothing. Same thing with the other side. There you go. I'm not going to bore you with doing the rest of this. I'm going to get the rest of this woven and set up. All right, so right here is where I really needed the upholstery tool to come in, because right there is really, really tight. So what I had to do on the other side, it was actually just a hair easier because it wasn't having the resistance of one side. So now is where it becomes a bit of a fight. But there you go. Just like that, wedge that in there, got that pulled out through there. Now, more retention. You're going to get more retention if you come down here, hook it into this side right here, or you could just leave it right there if you're not worried about more retention. Same thing with hooking it over here if you want. You could hook it there and get more retention. Right now, I'm going to let this be how it is, just so the wife can get it how she likes it. The cool thing about this is this beaver tail pocket right here is big enough to carry a lot of stuff. I'm sure you've seen their videos where they showed breaching tools in there. They've shown a bunch of different stuff in there, to include helmets. And this pocket actually expands very well. Good sized pocket. If you're designated to carry a piece of equipment, or you're riding around and this is your kit that you carry around with you all day. Now you got your helmet built in right there. I'll be throwing a Agilite Ranger Green Kevlar cover on there, or helmet cover, whatever you want to call it. But these tabs right here, these are actually, I really like these. If you want a little extra retention up here, these actually install super simple. Right in through that inside hole. Pop that through there like that. Pop this through there like that. And now, if you're worried about it getting a little floppy up here, now you got a little bit of the extra retention right there. They did a really good job on designing this. This 3-liter bladder is ambidextrous. So me personally, I'd be routing it through the left side over here. Quick detach, so you can pop it out, fill it. And it has internal baffling right there to where it'll help stay rigid. And I mean, that's right there. That is just a great setup, as is. I'm going to go ahead and give her the extra retention on the other side too, just so she doesn't have to deal with a floppy kit. A little extra retention never hurt anybody, but same thing, just as easy on the other side, like that. And while we're at it, we're going to go ahead and hook up for Agilite placard, adjustable height placard right here. If you need it to sit a little higher, a little lower, you can always adjust the Velcro back there. G hooks, so you don't have to worry about MOLLE, but if you wanted to, they do give you the quick detach. And also you could change out the quick releases up here if you don't want to have quick releases. Me, I ride my rifle a little high. I'll demonstrate that later. I ride my rifle a little high. From all the years of wearing IBA and IOTVs and all that, and not being able to get a good shoulder seal with my buttstock. So when I ride rifles, I ride up high. So I just went ahead out of habit and got rid of those. The G hooks come in right here, side facing MOLLE retention. that's how easy their placards are to set up. I love this setup. Might need to adjust it for her. Get these out of the way. But right there you go. There's most of your pit set up right there. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this set up and give you some tricks on sizing it. But yeah, other than that, amazing setup by Agilite. I really, really love this system. And yeah, I can't wait to see what they come out with next. Been a couple days, had to install a security system, came in the mail quicker than I thought. The wife's gear is set up. So we got to add a couple more things. Obviously put her mags in there, have her camelback routed. But when it comes down to it, adjusting these straps right here, what I typically do when I adjust these, I get these top ones set first. And where I have them, where I like them, like right now, they're in the perfect spot. I hold it about like this. And then I fold the inside straps so they sit how they're naturally going to lay on my body, or i.e. on her body, and just do the same for both sides and vice versa. If you're taking it in a little bit, you could put it down, let it hang a little bit, and kind of adjust them from there, and then pick it up and just pull them and let them sit. Like, these came a lot tighter than this, but I had her try this on already. That kind of sits perfect for her. And what we're going to do is, right now, I'm going to just, if I actually resize this to kind of fit on me, just pop that on real quick. I'm going to show you the difference in the quick release buckles versus me not having the quick release on mine. So obviously, firearm is clear and safe. When I go to shoulder up, I ride my optic a little high anyways, as you can see. I can get it good enough there, but I just feel that buckle in the way and deflecting the stock. When
let's go.
I pop it up here. I've removed it from both sides on mine. Removed it from both sides on mine. So now I can get in nice and clean on there and transition and really not have to worry about that. But that's old habit for me running IBA, where we had all that extra small arms, Kevlar in there, and just an old habit. So I've ran my rifles a little high a lot of the times anyways. You know, you could argue every which way is right or wrong, but that's not what we're here for. This is just how I set mine up. I do have the AG3s on the way. I want to test them to see how they compare to these. Mine are broken in. I spent some time taking in and out. I like these, don't get me wrong. I just want to see how the regular AG3s compare. And, you know, I gotta break the pencil placards in on my wife's vest. But other than that, for a out-of-the-box setup, it is a great setup. I actually, the other day, got my Warfighter cummerbund in, and I have the adapter for it, so there will be another video of me putting that on mine, along with the map pack in the back. It won't be as long as this one, but it'll be another video and just what I feel about that. Other than that, I appreciate y'all watching. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, and I hope you enjoy this video.
We know that this guy's